Hello everyone, Peter here again, and this week we're doing more Maritime, as this is part of the Maritime May season of Lego boats and ships that we've covered this month so far of May, and this one is the third one into the month apparently. Now there is an interesting story behind this particular Lego set, as I had to get this in 3 parts. Now, originally when I got this one quite a while back, and I've just got round to covering it this month, as I wanted to save this one for the Maritime May event, hence being a boat. This one is the first of the 3 to come from 1991. And I will be doing all 3 of the 1991 floating boat series from this week onwards, and there will be a spillover onto the 2nd of June for the final one. What one that be? I don't know. If you are familiar with the older sets from Lego, you'll definitely know what that one is. But I'm not going to ruin any surprises. I like to keep things nice and easy. Now, the downside is this one didn't come with any stickers, so I've had to order these from Austria. So these have come all the way to me from Austria, and the boat will look a lot better with them applied. In fact, when I did check the hull over to make sure there weren't no damage or anything, as far as I can tell, there is a silhouette of where the original stickers went, so that'll go as a nice little guide. Now the second part is I had to buy the instructions separately, because this boat didn't come with any, and I didn't really want to rely on having my phone in front of the camera and having to go through digital images and having to keep powering it back up when it decides to go to sleep. So that's kind of, I thought, yeah, get some printed instructions, Peter, make the job a lot easier, and we can crack this off. Obviously remove the address off the package for obvious reasons, as I'm very sensible when it comes to personal data and that, and that's just the way I am. And you know, let's get it out of the box then, shall we? So got all this card nicely packed, well protected, top marks to the seller on that one, and here we are. This is the boat. It's all nicely packed in this resealable poly bag, and there's nothing left in the caddy there, so well protected, which is more than I can say for the upcoming boats I have coming later in the year. But it won't be covered this week because I just have more boats than what Maritime May can carry, if you like. But anyway, I'm a big fan of boats. I'm a big fanatic on boats. I love the things. I just love these boats and these cargo ships and stuff, and I've really enjoyed this one. Now here we are, just moving the packaging out of the way. Everything should be in this bag. It's all nice and clean, so it has been restored somewhat. We do have one minifigure in there, and we have all the other good stuff and all that. And it's even got a bit of card there, 4011. Can't go wrong with that. Now you'll see why I had to get some replacement stickers. So I'm going to be popping them on the sides, and I'll just stick one on there, and then that will be the stickers all sorted out. So as far as I'm aware, it goes on about here. So according to the instructions, like that. Anyway, I've been chatting for a little bit, and I know what you're all here for. You want the time-lapse build, don't you? I know you do. But anyway, let's get to it then, shall we? Starting off with the stickers, then moving straight into the build. Let's get cracking. Okay, so this is the Lego 4011 cabin cruiser complete. So I've built this to the best of my ability, but unfortunately there is some pieces missing. So I'm unable to complete it exactly to how the instructions want me to finish this one off. And I wasn't going to go through all the hassle of trying to thread it through that very tiny hole. So I've just shoved the string onto the eyelet and it just goes into the shark's mouth like that. So I'm assuming when this is floating on the water is that this will all just go. This seat is also excess, as there should only be about 3 on this boat. Or maybe not. Maybe there's supposed to be another one here. So we'll slot that in. I've had to guess how to build this one, to be quite frankly honest. And I don't know if I'm even going to get that in there without causing a commotion. As you can see, it's quite tight, especially with these life jackets on, because I've got missing crucial parts. So I've been unable to do this one, and I've got some excess parts there. So what I'll have to do later on is that I will have to get some extra parts to complete this boat. Now don't get me wrong, I'm happy with it. It's not discoloured as far as I know. I think it's supposed to be this creamish colour. As you can see in the hole's completely clean, so I'm assuming it's supposed to be a creamish colour or an off-white, and it looks like so as per the instructions. I don't know, I've never had this one before, and I've only just got this one. It's a 1991 release as far as I know. And what I would like to mention that I did forget to mention about what I did in the cargo ship time-lapse build is that the motor for these is something like the Mabuchi S-2 type motor, and it uses one AA battery. Now it's telling you on the instructions, if you do motorise it, you need to take the weight out. But from memory, I never really did that with the police boat. It worked perfectly fine, it didn't sink, so I don't think it's really necessary. But either way, it's nice that you do get the cabin cruiser. So basically this uses the same tooling for the hull as the 1987 police boat, and I've had to build it kind of almost identical because I've got the wrong parts. I've got too many of these and I didn't have any of the 2x1 sloping pieces, which would have made this all flush and complete. But anyway, I've made the best of a bad situation, and you can lift this up and it does open. So if you want to put the extra crew member in the bottom there when he's not fishing, you can do that. But again, I don't have anything like a pin badge to hand or anything to try and thread the cabling through here. So I've just tied it onto this 1x1 lug. So that's basically what you'd use for towing boats and stuff, and that just goes into the shark's mouth like so, and that is really all there is to it. So built mine a bit different, might correct it later, or I might just get another one, I don't know, but I'm going to need some parts to finish this one off as intended anyway. So all in all, I did enjoy this build, but it's just one of the highlights of when you buy these older Lego boats second hand. You can't always rely on the seller's description. It did say complete, but as you can tell right there, it's anything but complete. And I've got no other further parts to go with this one. This is how it came to me, and for now I'm satisfied with it. I will improve it later, but I think that wraps up this week's video. At least one thing, we've got the headlight on there, so that's all good. But as you can tell, there is some parts missing. But it is what it is. I'm not sad. I really did enjoy this one. And I did have to buy some new stickers for the hull, as they're not the originals that came with it. But this is the company that makes them if you need replacements or anything. and I got these from someone in Austria, so I'm happy. And this is not the end of the floatable boats that I have coming. I do have 2 more to come from 1991, so you'll have to wait and see which ones they are, okay? And I will be covering the other floating boats that I do have, which will be some from the 1990s, which is around 1996. Which ones they are, you'll have to wait and see for that, but they won't be uploaded in series like this month of Maritime May, okay? But for now, I'm going to wrap it up here on a happy note, folks, okay? Because I am happy with it. I've just got to correct it once I get the suitable parts and stuff. It's just, unfortunately, not all the bits were included with the boat when it was dismantled, because when I looked on the listing on eBay, which is what I got this one from that seller, it was all complete, and I thought, great, you know, I'll just grab that and cover it in one of my weekly builds on this Lego channel. But as you can tell, the result is a bit different to the OEM picture on the instruction manual and what you've seen in the pictures on the instructions. But all in all, I'd say it's about probably 90% complete. So I'm going to finish this one, as I now have all 3 boats from 1991. And you will see the other 2 coming up in the next 2 weeks. So stay tuned for that one. And I will be working on a Lego mock that I will show off in June. So next month will be some boats as well, as I absolutely love boats. But as and when they'll come up, you'll have to wait and see. Anyway, big thank you for watching, and I'm sure most of you will have enjoyed that, so I do appreciate it if you can still give it a good like, because we did try our best, and knowing me, as you know me, I like to make the best of a bad situation. I'm still happy, and I managed to build this one from 1991 because I never had the original, and that was quite a very nice and relaxing build. So we'll call it there, folks, and I will see you all in next week's upload. Take care of yourselves and each other. Keep on enjoying Lego, okay? And stay tuned for next week's Lego build. And we are still in Maritime May. So we've got 2 more to come from there, including an overspill that will be on the first week of June. I'll see you then.